Who is in the mood for cake and balloons and party poppers and all those other wonderful things? Well, you should be, because we have got a big birthday happening. It is, of course, totally Tiffany's 19th birthday, and to celebrate you're going to get double points across absolutely everything. There's going to be new launches, deals like you've never seen before on some really amazing products. So make sure you're here, you're in the right place. 21st to the 27th, this is it. This is the culmination of the birthday event for you. Brand new products, double points across absolutely everything. I mean, without further ado, I've got to introduce you to the birthday girl herself. I feel like I've been seeing you for ages, Tiffany. So glad to be back with you.
Oh, I'm so excited to be celebrating my birthday with you, Joe. I love it when we get to have time together. And I feel like you've been lost from me. So I'm so looking forward to today, the show, the new product, telling everybody about all the great deals. But mostly, Joe, I'm most excited about hanging out with you for a couple of hours.
I'm so excited.
Boom, you're the guy.
I'm so excited about hanging out with you. You're going to have a double boom birthday. Is what we're going to have. I want to just quickly give you the heads up on the first product we're going to look at. Oh my, it's been busy on this already today because it is something brand new for you. From the desk-made range, it is your store and clip pod system. This is a complete storage solution for you. 5483, 6538 gets you the base and all of the added containers which Tiffany is going to take us through. What I would say to you though is get over to the website and have a look at what additional containers you want to be adding in there, because everything is also available on its own. So what I'd be doing is getting that core bundle and then adding and customizing in the extra bits that you want for your specific stash. Any questions you've got about anything in the show, as always, you can get in touch with me really easily. Crafters TV on Facebook, Crafters Companion if you are over on YouTube. Who we got? Aunt Penny's watching for the first time. Hey, Aunt Penny. Janine is here, Jean, Barbara, Julia, Alison's in as well. We've got people in from California, Illinois, Mississippi, Southern Carolina, easy for me to say, but brand new products for you and amazing, amazing deals. We are going to, of course, kick off with this, the store and clip pods. Tiffany, I have been playing around with this all day. I have had it in every part of the studio, in every different configuration, trying to see what will go in it. It's a case of what will not go in here. There is space for everything, isn't there?
Absolutely. This is the perfect organizer for your craft table, for your desk. You're going to love it all over your house because you can configure it exactly the way you want it to be. So let me go through all the parts and pieces, and then we'll start talking about how you can put it all together. So what you're going to get in the bundle is all 7 pieces. So each of the pieces looks like this. They're a little black cube. This one happens to be the pen and pencil holder, and you'll notice that all of them have these really cool clips with them. I'm going to tell you what those are for in just a minute. This is the tool bucket, right? Then you've got the small bin, you've got the medium bin, and you've got the large bin, and then you have the cube. Wait till you hear about this. You're going to so love it. Now, you can buy extra clips. I would strongly recommend that you pick up that pack of extra clips, because when you start moving this around and configuring it, that is going to make it even easier to configure all over the place. And then last but not least, you are getting the tray. So when you get this, the tray piece is all flat, like this. Okay, so you're going to start with that. You're going to pop out the bottom, and then you're just going to take your insert and you're going to stuff that into the bottom of your tray. This tray fits inside your IKEA Calyx Expedite, your big box retailer craft cube storage. Every one I've tried it in, it has fit in every one of those. And then all of the pieces, as you saw, fit back in the tray. Has a handle on the front. And the whole thing, and I think Joe's going to show you this because I don't have a cube in front of me, slides in and out of your cube storage. So if you really want to set that up as one type of craft or your basic craft supplies, you're going to be able to put it all on one tray and slide it in to your cube storage. Okay, so here's all the pieces. Now, what are we doing with these? Every one of these components has this band all the way around the component. And what you're going to do is configure this the way you want it. And then, I don't know how easy it is to see this on air. Then I'm going to do it, and then I'll pull it apart so you can see what I'm doing. How about that? So I got to put the clip in the right way. That'll help. Okay. There we go.
Oh, hey,
I
Tiffany,
just need
here
to
is
not
it in
be so
the,
short.
here is it in that calyx unit that you were talking about just there. So I've got one set up right here, so you easily can slide that all the way in and all the way out. I'm actually going to just take that out of there and pop that on top for you, but it fits in there like an absolute dream, as you can see.
It is we know how popular those systems are for crafters, and that was one of the key design features for this whole setup. So then you're going to connect those two together. You can see I'm going to pull this apart. I'm going to put it in my close-up cam. Maybe that might help. And see how that clip is holding those together in there, right? So now you can slide them along. I got another clip here, so let me pull that out. You can slide them back and forth however you want them to position them on your tray or by themselves. So let me show you. I'm going to put all these back on the, I didn't even talk about the cube. Oh, let me talk about the cube though. Push that out of the way for a second. The cube is a cube for storage. You can put all kinds of goodies in here, right? But you know what this really, really was designed for, my friends, my crafty friends? All of you who have been asking me for a small desktop waste paper trash can, that is what you are gonna love the cube for. So if you are doing any paper crafting or any kind of crafting and you have those little bits and pieces that normally get all over your desk stuck to you, you're just gonna be able to dump them right into your little cube bin and then dump that into your pop-up trash can. So it's right there on your desktop, doesn't take up a ton of space. You can use it on the tray with all the rest of your goodies, or like any of these products, you can use them standalone. You can spread them around. So I'm going to pull this in first and kind of show you. So this one's kind of set up with desktop type things, right? Office things. But you can see how I have it configured now. If I have a long workspace, the beauty of this is I can take all the pieces, sorry, again with I'm not tall enough. I can take all the pieces and I can move them all out into a straight line and clip them together, right? I can clip them all together in a straight line. I can turn a corner with them if I'm working on a desk that has a corner set up. So really the key to it is whether you are using it on your desk at home or in your craft space, you can build it to fill in the gaps, those extra spaces on your desk. You might have a tall space, a low space, any of those things, because they're all individual, clip them together. Now, the other thing is you don't have to use all the pieces together either. You may just clip these two pieces together and use them in one corner of your desk, clip a couple other pieces together and use them somewhere else. And that is really the beauty of this whole system, is that it's going to function. Well, you could use it in the bathroom, you could use it in the office, you could use it in the garage, wherever you need a little bit more organization, all the pieces together. Now, Joe mentioned earlier that you're going to get the collection, and then you can add whatever other pieces you want. So you may think, oh, I need one of those little trash cans to keep in my tote bag so that I have one always when I'm going to crafting events. Or I need an extra little trash can on the counter in the bathroom where I'm throwing cotton balls and tissues while I'm getting ready, and then I can dump that little can into the garbage can when I'm all done. So a lot of different functionality, and the idea that you can buy the individual pieces as you need them or for where you need them and clip them together anywhere in the house makes it that much more functional. I'm going to pull in one that's all set up with craft stuff here real quickly.
Very, very busy on this at the moment, Tiffany, already. That price is amazing. It is brand new today. You've got a 10% saving. Then you're also going to be able to use your Club Inspired discount, remember, as well. That means Platinum members, $43.86 or $52.30. Think about what additional items you're going to be adding into there as well. Everything completely customizable. Lots of you adding the cube in. The other one that is doing very well at the moment as well is the pen and pencil holder. A lot of you liking that one, and the tool tidy as well. So go and have a look which extras you want to add in. One of those things as well, what's lovely about this, Tiffany, is that it's going to grow with you, isn't it? As your stash grows, as your tools grow, you can keep coming back and adding those extra bits in.
Absolutely. Or if you move or change your space, you're going to be able to go, okay, I have more space here, or I have different space here. You can configure it different ways when you pick up those extra pieces. So you're like, oh, in this set, I need 3 of the bins, but I need 2 of the tool towers. But but you're also going to have, if you're using it on the tray, you're also going to have a little bit of extra space. So I've got a couple of buddy bags on there right now, 3 of them, but you could also, and look at this, I have my big, where are you storing these guys, right? They're kind of a pain to store. I've got my foam sheets, and then I've got all the foam there. The small bin holds the 4x6 tab divider pockets. Okay, so if you're looking for how to accessorize this whole set to make it really functional, small bin is going to hold your 4x6 tab divider pocket. The medium bin is going to hold the 8x5. Now we make the 8x5 in 2 different designs. There's one with a flap and one without a flap, but it'll hold either one of the 8x5s in that medium bin. And then of course the big bin is going to hold your 12x12s. And I'm going to pull this back in. The 12x12 also has a divider section in the center. So if you want to use this for A4 8.5 by 11, so you can see this is just in there. It's just a, it just either folds flat against the back or it Velcros in. And so this side now is A4 8.5 by 11, and then you've got this extra storage here as well. So if you're using the A4 8.5 by 11, vertical pockets, those are going to fit in that size. Things like magazines are going to fit there. I've got my little jumbo sticky notes in there. So really configurable to whatever you want to work, however you want it to work, and the different pockets. So A4 8.5 by 11, 12 by 12, 8 by 5, and then the 4 by 6 in the small one. So if you're thinking of using it on a desktop in a craft room, you might want to pick up those pockets today as well, because they are going to work so well with all of your new desk-made store and clip pods. I mean, this system is really, it was so much fun to design, especially because I get so many requests for storage for those cube systems, and this is a great solution for that. But it's versatile enough to work almost anywhere, with the tray or without the tray, Joe. I know that we're going to hear from people today about all the places that they're going to use it. So
yeah, absolutely. We are already a lot of people talking about whether the large guillotine will fit in there. Yes, it will, in the 12 by 12 bin. Probably with the divider, I would imagine you're going to be able to fit that into there. So how we see Tiffany, says Janet. We've also, says Barbara, saying, Tiffany, I hope you bring, sorry, really happy to see this. Mariah says, hello, I love Mariah's conviction here. She's like, I'm out having Mexican food, but wanted to stop in and say how much I love the new desk made. Carol Ann says, woohoo, good evening, Tiffany and Joe and everyone behind the scenes. Don't forget to shut those flaps, Joe. Oh, I never shut my flaps, only when I'm here with Tiffany. We do have that on the show later as well. Maybe we'll take you through that for a giggle. Barbara says, so excited to see a Totally Tiffany takeover. Order already placed so I can just watch and have fun. Happy birthday, Totally Tiffany. Lots of you chatting away, lots of you shopping as well. Now, as I said, everyone is going for the main configuration itself. This is that brand new launch with the base. I love that everything is weighted for you as well, so it's not going to topple over or backwards if you're storing this on a shelf or bringing it in and out. It's all beautifully weighted. 54.83, 65.38. So get that in your basket first and foremost, and then decide which of these extras you want to go for. Let's start with the large storage. So this is that 12 by 12 bin. 12 by 12 paper is going to go in here. Your large guillotine, punches, larger tools, tool rulers, all of those things are going to be perfectly stored in there. $12.99 or $14.95. We then have the cube. Funny that it's called the cube, because the cube is a game show here in the UK. It's very tense, but it's a great trash can, or a bin as I'd call it. Less glamorous, the word bin, isn't it, and trash can, much nicer, but a really great usable space. Folds down for you too. Lots of you adding that in. $8.99 or $10.95 if you want to go for that one. This one's super cool, the pen and pencil holder. Remember, because it's going to clip together as well, you can put taller items in there because the whole thing is going to make it very sturdy. $5.99 or $6.95. The store and clip base tray is available as well. $12.99 or $14.95 if you want to get that. This next one's super busy on this, the tool holder. So it's a really nice size, this one. Great for scissors, tape pens, pokey tools, ball tools, all those different things will go in there. And then we've also got the medium storage for you. So 6x6 papers are going to go into here. Any of your taller items will fit into there. Maybe you want to store embossing folders in there, they will fit in there beautifully for you too. $7.99 or $9.95. And you also have the small storage. Love what this has been used for in the picture. Great for your little bottles of your gem drops, your why can't I say that? Nouveau drops, there we go. And all of those different things are going to store in there. $5.99 or $7.95. Definitely add some of the extra clips in too, because the clips are what hold the whole thing together. These here, $7.99 or $9.95, they are absolutely invaluable. Do grab those. Rhonda asked, does the base fold up like the workstation? Yes, it does. It comes flat with that flat piece as well, so you pop it out. And the great thing about that is if you're not using it, you can collapse it down and fold it away. Very busy. I'm just going to remind you, before we move on, I'm just going to give you the details again for the main collection. It is brand new today. There are those details. This is what you want to make sure you've got in your basket first. $54.83, $65.38. Use your Club Inspired discount. Very, very busy there already. Oh, this next item, oh my word. I think these would be, like, as a product, definitely in my top 3 products of all time. Have you ever seen a colossal buddy bag collection like this one? I'm going to give you the roll call straight off the bat. Are you ready? Barbara, Brandy, Deborah, Dawn, Myrtle, Edna, Teresa, Terry, Gail, Monica, Shelley, Denise, Leanne, Irene, Sue, Sarah. They are all in here. 16 buddy bags. You don't get the lowest, but you do get all 16 bags that are within here. If you want to start your buddy bag haul in style, this is going to do it for you. I would also say all of these individual buddy bags are available on a 4 for $3. So maybe you're going to add some of the ones that you know you're going to get extra use of into there too. $55.19 or $77.59. Now, off the top of my head, that is about £3.85 per buddy bag if you are a platinum member. That is unbelievable value when you see how you're going to. It's going to, Tiffany, I'm not hamming it up here, am I, when I say this will revolutionise the way you think about story and crafting?
You are absolutely not hamming it up. That is a fact. It will simplify, revolutionize, streamline, all of those things that we do at Totally Tiffany. The buddy bag does all of them, and they're clear, and they're lightweight, and they're portable, and all of those wonderful things. So for those of you who are brand new to buddy bags, I'm going to tell you why they're so amazing. If you look at this vinyl bag, you think, okay, that's just a vinyl bag, no big deal. But the difference between buddy bags and just a vinyl bag is that buddy bags come with this little clear lightweight tray, and that is what gets your buddy bag to maintain their shape and size. And so you get the tray, it's flat, you fold it together, you tuck in the ends, you stuff it into your buddy bag. Here's my other piece of advice. Cut the name off your buddy bag, because I promise you, you're going to want more of whoever, and it'll be hard to remember which one is which. Put the name tag in the back, and then Bob's your uncle, and you are done. You have this beautiful little bag. So that, the clear tray, is one key feature to them, but the other key features are that they are designed around the craft supplies that you are using. So you'll find a buddy bag that's going to work for everything all the time. So I'm going to go through them really quickly. And as Joe said, if you have questions, you can certainly ask about them. This is the Barbara buddy bag. So one of the other things about buddy bags is they can be used in different ways, right? So this is loaded with permanent Sharpie markers. There are two of the small trays inside the Barbara, which is why the markers all stay standing up. This is also the Barbara used for ink pads. So one of the most common questions I get from people is, if I load my ink pads in my Barbara bag, they're standing up. My manufacturer says I should store them flat. All you got to do with your buddy bag is turn it on its end. Boom, you've got everything stored the way your manufacturer is suggesting that you store it. So that is Barbara. Let's talk about Brandy. Brandy, she's a fine girl. So these are all Brandy bags. They are in our Slide Stash and Store. And what that does is use all that space on the shelf, right? Left to right, top to bottom, back to front. 12-inch templates, your extra long glue sticks, your rulers of all kinds. Now, this is why Brandy was born. I'm a ruler junkie. As you can tell, there's so many in there. So she's perfect for rulers, long paintbrushes, anything like that. You're going to absolutely love Brandy for. Putting the glue sticks in Brandy is brand new. I never thought of it until the other day. And my mom's like, why don't you put those in a Brandy bag? And I was like, oh, Mom, you're so brilliant. That's where I get it. There it is. Okay. Deborah is a classic. She's been around since the beginning of buddy bags. We've got a couple of Deborahs right here. So same thing, pencils, markers. So all of your shorter markers are going to fit well in the Deborah. Unique thing about Deborah and Terry, they have this weird little flappy-do system. So when you're using them, you can open up those flaps and use it like a pencil cup. And when you're storing them or transporting them, you can close it up. And again, double tip markers, now they're flat, now they're flat. So a lot of functionality and versatility with Deborah. She is a classic. You definitely want to take advantage of her. Dawn, Delta, Dawn. Can I get in trouble for singing those songs? I don't know. Maybe they're in the public domain. Dawn has 4 little sections, right? You can see the bottom of this, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that keeps smaller things. In this case, we're looking at crayons and whatever those are called now, I can't remember. And glue sticks there. And tape runners there. So all of these are kept separate in those little containers. So, and Dawn has 2 rows. I'll go back to the big camera. Dawn has 2 rows of hook and loop fabric. So if you have tall things or shorter things, so these are all Band-Aids, right? I raised boys, Band-Aids galore at my house, but all the different sizes of bandages. If you are in the UK and you like to keep a variety of tea bags in your desk, or you want to sort them in your cabinet, these little cubes fit perfectly for tea. So the Dawn is great in your craft room, in your bathroom, or in your desk loaded with tea bags. She's a good girl for all that stuff. Merle. So I just got all these ribbons organized, and I thought, oh my gosh, it's right in time for the show. So this is Merle. I'm going to talk about Merle and Edna together because they're kind of like twin sisters. These are Merle. Look at that. Look at my rainbow ribbon collection here, right? So the difference between Merle and Edna is that Merle has ear flaps, ends, and Edna does not. But other than that, they're the same size. So all the things that you can store in Merle, you can also store in Edna. So you're going to see both of these at the same time. Now, why do you need the ear flaps on Merle? Because if you're putting smaller, skinnier things in there, maybe you're putting crochet hooks or any kind of sewing tools or maybe scissors, then you can close her flaps at the end. But with Edna, you don't have to. So look at that, all my ribbon. One of the other cool things about these, let me see if this is, so when you put your ribbon in it, it acts like a dispenser, right? I can just pull the ribbon right out. Everything stays neat and tidy and organized. But there it is, my whole rainbow of ribbon all in one place, easy to get to. Teresa has been with us since the beginning as well. She's a little skinny girl. So this is a Teresa. This is a Teresa. Now I tried to mix up what was in here so you could kind of get a good look at what we've got here. So in Teresa, I'll go to the close-up camera. In Teresa, we've got everything that's small, baker's twine, re-inkers, glitter glues, that type of thing. This is a bunch of different products for filling shaker shapes, so you can see all the different things. And this really kind of brings to one of the big values of buddy bags is that you can see everything that's in there. So that's Teresa, my skinny girl. Terry is Deborah's big sister, right? Same kind of design as Deborah. I mentioned that. There's Deborah for comparison. But she's great for your longer markers, right? So like your tri-blends or Tombow, anything that's longer than those standard markers. But like everything in the Totally Tiffany collection, there are other uses. This is a picnic pack. It's got napkins, straws, forks, knives, spoons. So everything that I can throw into my picnic basket, and it's all sealed up and ready to go. So with summer season coming around, think about how you're going to use those buddy bags other places outside, maybe on those big adventures. Gail, where are you, Gail? So Gail you know it. You already know, if you've been following me, that I have a couple of obsessions. I'm going to go to the small camera. One is tape runners, right? Adhesive. I'm a junkie for adhesive. And the Gale bag will hold the majority of those tape runners. It will also hold the oval size ink pads. So I have got 12 of those oval sized ink pads in there. But this brings up another really good point about buddy bags, functionality wise. Any of the buddy bags you can open up and put into your desk drawer, and you can put multiple sizes, shapes, buddies in there. So when you open your drawer, everything stays organized because they're like little individual trays. But then if you want to travel with those supplies, you're just going to pull them out of your drawer, close them up, take them with you. When you come back, there's not a bunch of reorganizing to do. You're just going to put them right back where you found them. Super easy. Let's see. A little bit of Monica in my life. Okay, Monica, 4x6. So she's great for organizing small cards, small embossing folders. So I've got cards and envelopes and card blanks, and perfect for photos as well. So you can see I've got my little shut your flap tabs here, Joe, organizing those photos by whose album they're going in. Oops. See the small shut your flap tabs on the top there. So, but the 4x6 Monica bag, really versatile as well. Shelly, Smelly Shelly. That's not very nice. I shouldn't say that. Shelly's one of my favorites. Okay, Shelly was designed because I have, as you know, a washi tape addiction. So this one is all Christmas washi tape. Now, the most common question about Shelly, how many rolls of washi tape will she fit? It just depends how wide they are. So she's 11 inches long, so depends if you have 11 1-inch rolls or you have 22 half-inch rolls. That's how many are going to fit in there. So very versatile. Little golf gift bag here in Shelly, loaded up with golf balls and tees. You can tell those are my tees because they're pink. My husband wouldn't play with pink tees. It's just the way he is. Great for barrel ribbon also, right? So these little, if you try to pull, I'm going to pull one of these out and show you what happens here. If you try to pull the ribbon out of the barrel ribbon, it bounces everywhere. It doesn't weigh anything, right? So corral them all in this Shelly bag. Let the end pull out, and then you can just pull it out of there. I'm going to have to cut that off, but you know, that's all right. Okay. Teardrop inks. Also, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. There are 16 teardrop inks in there. If I turn it this way, I can see all the colors, and I'm storing it flat. So a great way to store those smaller ink pads as well. So Shelly, born for washi tape, but so, so versatile, like all the buddy bags. Denise, you are next. You are the next person. You are the next contestant. Okay, where are you, Denise? I can't find her. Oh, there she is. She's hiding. Okay, Denise, if you are a marker junkie, if you love the classic Spectrum Noir, Colorista, Copic, you are gonna love this bag for storing those because you'll get somewhere between 90 and 100 markers in one Denise bag. So again, there's 3 boxes inside of the Denise bag. When you open her up, you can use her like a pencil cup, right? Easy to get to. Your bigger rolls of ribbon are gonna fit in there as well. But super easy. She also works with our medium die stamp and supply pockets. So if you're looking for small die, small stamp storage, adding those die stamp and supply pockets to Denise is going to help you organize those things as well. Leanne, let me see. Where are you? Leanne. Okay, Leanne is right here. Look at this. Okay. So Leanne is a big girl. She can hold tons of things, and she holds big and bulky things. So here, this one is all loaded up with my chalk couture, silk screening tools and supplies. And this one is standing up with large, these are the Stampin' Up! Ink pads. That's a common question that I get. Leanne is kind of our catch-all girl. She's great for tools. She has a little bit thicker, heavier box. You'll notice you cannot see through the box. That's because we put in a heavier plastic there. So if you are using her for tools, punches, scissors, that type of thing, she's got a little bit more durability than the lighter weight, the smaller girls in the Buddy Bag collection. Irene, I should say this right out loud because I love her so much. Irene is named after my sister. That's her middle name. So a lot of you know my sister as Teresa. She is Teresa Irene. And Irene is also super versatile. She's got the double Velcro. So if you're putting something taller in the Irene bag, you use the top piece. If you're putting smaller things like powder puff chalk inks, use the shorter one. But one thing I haven't really talked about is tool storage. So this is my heart-shaped pom-pom maker tool, right? Okay, these things are hard to store. They get lost, they get broken. You put this one, the small one somewhere, this one somewhere else. You can't find them when you need them. I've got the instructions, the tool maker, and a little ball of red yarn that I'm going to use to make those heart-shaped pom-poms. And they're all kept together right here in the Irene bag. So a lot of versatility, not just for things like inks and markers, but great for tool storage as well. Sue, sweet Sue. Sue, my girl, was designed for the older Stampin' Up! Ink pads, so the big Stampin' Up! Ink pads as well. You're going to get 10 of them in there. And then she also works well for big ribbons, so 3-inch rolls of ribbon. You can see that. I have a Sue bag in my car under the driver's seat. It's a first aid kit, so it's got all the basic stuff you need in a first aid kit, all condensed down, and then under the seat of my car. Hopefully I'll never need it, but it's there if I do. So Sue's a bigger girl, great for all kinds of things. And then Sarah, here's Sarah, she's over here. So Sarah is a little bit unique because she has a stair step function that comes, I don't know if you can see it through there, but can you open it up? I'll be able to see this one. So there's a riser that comes with the Sarah Buddy bag. And that is what pushes all these markers up at 2 different levels. So it was designed for your tri-blend markers. You can see they're nice and tall in there. I put the smaller markers in there just so you could kind of get that comparison. It does work as a mix. So I've got tall things and short things in there. But ideally, the shorter markers are going to do better for you in the Deborah. But I just wanted to give you that comparison of how things all stand up in there. So the Sarah Buddy bag, really, really popular. If you have tri-blend markers, this is a bag that you don't want to miss out on because it makes your markers totally portable, easy to store them by color, all of those types of things. You're going to love her for that.
Oh my, Tiffany, what a bumper birthday buddy bag bonanza of a deal that is. I mean, look at all of those buddy bags. If you wanted to start your stash off of buddy bags in the best possible way, this is it. I don't remember seeing a more affordable collection of buddy bags. When you break it down to the cost per buddy bag, make sure you grab yourself a lowest tote over on the website as well to store all of these into $68.99, $96.99. That saves you £25 or $34 almost. The great thing then is that you can use your Club Inspired discount too on top of that, which is amazing. And of course, you're all going to be getting double points as well. Don't forget as well, also everything you've just seen there with regards to buddy bags, all those individuals, they are on a 4 for 3. So, you know, if you've been meaning to get a Stephanie and a Myrrell and a Brandy for a while, come back and grab them. But make sure you're getting 4 bags, 8 bags, 12 bags, because that is how you're going to get the best value for money, which is fantastic. $68.99, $96.99. I've got some brilliant deals to share with you on the paper takers. Now, the paper takers are excellent because how often do you end up with just a few sheets of 6x6 from a pad, or 8x8 or 12x12? You don't want to store the big pad, but you want to keep them really nice and pristine. You don't want them to get marked or dogged. This is where the 6x6 paper taker is going to come in for your 6x6 papers. You're going to get the wallets included free of charge as well, which is excellent. So $10.99, $12.99 for that size. We've also got it in the 8x8 as well. This one here, $12.99, $14.99. You're getting those wallets included again for free in that configuration. We've got it as well in the 12x12, always the most popular whenever we bring it to you. So you're going to get all the wallets in there, $16.99 or $18.99. And then we also have it in a 5x7 for you. 5x7 is a great way to store your finish makes and cards. If you make a lot of 5x7 cards, you want to keep those organised and pristine. You can pop them in there. And those little wallets that you saw just there that you're getting included, they work within loads of your buddy bags as well. $9.99 or $11.99 is your price on that. But you are absolutely loving the brand new Desmade product. It is so busy on this at the moment. Someone was asking me earlier as well which one I had the cans in and the aerosols. That's in the cube for you. Everyone is going for the main collection, which is on your screen there at the moment. $54.83, $65.38. The large storage, the pen holder and the cube is the most popular individual items at the moment. Remember, everything is available individually for you. It's all beautifully weighted. There is room in here for all of those tricky parts of your stash that you don't have anywhere else to store, and it will go into your 12 by 12 Calyx unit as well, should you want it to. Whew, I think we need a rest, Tiffany. I'm still reading from that Buddy Bag Marathon that you did. Let's just take a moment, because there's a lot of bulging baskets already over on the website. I think you need an opportunity to check those baskets out. Whilst you do that, here's all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy, all your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make light work of intricate and delicate die-cutting designs with the Pokey Tool from Crafter's Companion. An absolute essential part of any paper crafter's kit, its precise tip has been designed to release the tiniest pieces to reveal your finished results with absolute precision. And to make sure your finished project is perfect, each Pokey Tool has a rubber tip protector, so there's no risk of damaging your die-cutting design or yourself. The Crafter's Companion Pokey Tool is such an essential craft item, we've included 2 in each set.
Quick Buy, get yours now.
We've had to make some changes to our shipping charges and we want to keep you informed. With continued pressure on domestic shipments around mainland US, we've had to temporarily increase the cost of our regular 6 to 10 working day standard shipping service from $9.99 to $12.95 and our free shipping threshold from $100 to $125. We also have some really great news to tell you. We've introduced a brand new shipping service called Express Delivery. This is a fully tracked door-to-door service which takes 3 to 7 working days and costs $19.95. This option means you'll get your crafty goodies in your hands sooner, meaning less waiting and more crafting. We're also upgrading delivery services for our Gold and Platinum Club Inspire members who will now receive priority delivery on all of their orders. And if that wasn't enough, we've upgraded these orders to our new Express 3 to 7 day service. Your patience and understanding throughout this very busy time has been amazing. So we'd just like to say a huge thank you and we look forward to chatting to you again very soon.
Scrap rack, give me some more scrap rack. All on the floor, scrap rack. We're going to scrap rack next. I'm so excited. We're in a party. It's a party atmosphere here in the studio this evening. We are, of course, talking about, if you didn't guess it, the legendary scrap rack. Now, I want to give you the details here for this. So, the main scrap. This is like the legendary scrap rack item. This is going to revolutionise. Aren't bits and bobs the bane of your life when it comes to crafting? This is going to sort all that out for you. So you're going to get the main element itself and the spinders. Now there's 4 here, you're going to get 7 included within this deal. So $109.99 is your price, and you're getting the 2 wings. Now these are going to help keep everything nice and stable for you. So $109.99 if you're in the UK. There is a US version as well, which is this one just here, $119.99. It's just because we ship them from different warehouses. warehouses, I'm going to show you the other options. Now, the great thing is scrap rack accessories are all on 4 for 3, which is amazing. So let me take you through, and Tiffany's going to take us through how this works, how this is going to revolutionise all of your different scraps. So this first one here, this is the perfect 6 basic storage pocket. So it's 6 different panels. I'll show you. You've got 6 different panels in here, great for toppers, all of those different embellishments. We also then have as well available for you the super-sized single basic storage. This is basically brilliant for big 12 by 12 sheets, and your works in progress go really well in there. And then we've also got the dividers. So these are tab dividers, going to keep everything nice and neat for you as well. Right. I'm going to say my scrap rack is naked, and it doesn't look anywhere near as fun as Tiffany's scrap rack does. Do you like the new scrap rack song that we've started off, Tiffany? Scrap rack on the floor. And there's a dance as well.
You know me, I love a little song and dance, right? A little scrap rack, jump back, get forward, get your scrap rack today. That wasn't very good. I'm going to work on my version of the scrap rack song for you, JoJo. Okay, the scrap rack, Joe said a really important thing. It revolutionizes the way you craft, right? Everything can go into your scrap rack and be at your fingertips. So we say, give up the dig and search for the flip and find, because I promise you, if you set up your scrap rack the way I suggest, you'll be able to find anything in your stash in 30 seconds or less. It is so easy. So the beauty of this system is it sits on your desk like this at this nice angle. It works like a giant collection of notebooks where you can just flip through and see everything. What's the big secret? You want to organize it in the 4-section system. And I'm going to go through that really quickly. Shameless plug though. The Get Organized Challenge is happening right now. Tuesday, we're going to talk about organizing paper. So if you need to get organized, I hope you'll join me for that. It's fun, it's free, and you will feel fabulous when your supplies are organized. Okay, scrap rack. Look at all the different page pockets, right? As you see, double page, 4 pockets, 5 pockets, 6 pockets, and that helps you get everything organized. 4-section system means you're going to put all your alphabets and numbers together. So when you're looking for an alphabet or number, you know where to find it. You're going to put your themes and sentiments together. So it doesn't matter if you're a card maker, a scrapbooker, if you do home decor items, if you are somebody who likes to do party bags and place settings and all of that kind of stuff. We, a group of my girlfriends, we're all going to this event tonight where we all decorated our hats. Everything that went on those hats came out of the scrap rack. I promise, well, not everything, but the vast majority of things came out of the scrap rack, right? So you can see, there's my confetti for my shaker cards. If I'm working on a birthday card, I can go right to the birthday section and see everything I've got for birthday. Maybe it's travel that I'm passionate about, camping, everything for any one of those categories, and it's right here. So if I pull out something to work on a travel page, when I'm done, I used to have this big pile of stuff at the edge of my table, right? And then I had to figure out where it all went and put it back. Now I'm just going to flip to the travel section and put everything back in the pockets. I can see it, it's protected, all of those things. This product, like Joe said, is the foundation of the Totally Tiffany brand. This was released 19 years ago this month, and it has been, and this is a key, the same ever since. So one of the things that frustrated me as a product designer is I would go out and buy something, and then 6 months or a year later, I needed more, and they didn't make them anymore. They weren't the same color, or they weren't the same size. The scrap rack will always work with every scrap rack part you've ever had, or every scrap rack part you'll ever buy. That is one of the foundations of this whole product line. But think about sitting down to create something. Maybe it's a Valentine card or a Valentine banner. You're going to sit down and you're going to see everything you've got. Now, here's the key. I created these Valentine banners at our Sassy Crafters Craft Club this year. This is one of our projects. And I had all of these extra pieces left over, right? So normally when you have something like this, or you take a class and you make things like this, what do you do with them? Where do they go? Well, when you have a scrap rack, you know, oh, that's going to go right in my scrap rack under Valentine's Day. And that way, when it's time to make more Valentines or you need them, you don't have to remember that you made them and stash them somewhere weird. You just have to go to your Valentine section of your scrap rack and see all of those bits and bobs all in one place, right? So calendar year is your 3rd section, all your holiday and seasons organized January to December. And then your last section is the rainbow. And this is where you're going to group everything by color that doesn't fit in one of the first categories. So if you want to add blue bling, green bling, a flower, a bead, a brad, a button that's just a color, you're going to find it right there. And you know what else about this? It's just pretty. It's inspiring for you to actually craft. So the scrap rack, you're going to start with the base unit. And then, as Joe was saying, all the pages are available at 4 for 3. Is that right? Joe will correct me if I'm wrong. 4 for 3. So you get to choose your own pages, and you get to save like 25%, and you get to customize your pages and dividers. So the dividers are these bits right here, right? The clear tab dividers, they come in packs of 5. Definitely you want to pick up some shut your flap tabs with those, because you can see here this colored tab, that is a shut your flap tab with the label on it. So the other beautiful thing about the scrap rack is you can change your sections as you need to change them, as your life changes and the things you're crafting about change. And for those sections, I label with shut your flap tab. So for permanent sections, like the rainbow, where there's always going to be red, orange, yellow, green, blue, those are permanently labeled on the divider. So Joe, the scrap rack is what started it all. It is simply the best way, and I know I'm a little bit biased. This is like my third child, but it is simply the best way to be able to put your hands on your craft supplies in a hot minute, and that is the truth, which means you'll be able to craft more often or do little crafty things that you wouldn't have time for if you had to spend all your time digging and searching for those supplies. So it's the perfect way to organize for crafting.
Yeah, it is, and that's a really good point that you make there, Tiffany. Some of us will have that luxury maybe of being retired or being able to craft for as long as we want, every day, all day, every day. But for some people, we only have an hour or 2 hours of craft. You don't want to find 20 minutes finding everything, 20 minutes getting it out, 20 minutes putting it away. I mean, that's half your crafting time gone. With something like this, you're going to put your hands on it in a second. And let's face it, if you can't find, how often, Tiffany, have you been doing a project, right? And you know that there's like there's a gem or a piece of ribbon, and you know that you've got it, and you know that it will make the card amazing, but you say to yourself, that'll do, because I just can't be bothered to find it, because it is an effort. This is going to change that. You are going to become a better crafter, and you're going to have more time to craft, which I love. $109.99 if you're in the UK. There is a US version. I'm going to give you that as well. Details are coming in. There they are, $119.99. And then also, let's share with you the accessories and the pockets that you can go for. And I love this. It's a really exciting opportunity for you, because they're on a 4 for 3, and you've then got the opportunity to build your own bundle, so you can really tailor this to whatever it is you want to get from it. You can go for the 5 dividers. They are there, $10.99 or $11.99. We also have the super-sized single basic storage pack. Now, if I was going to be a scrap rack item, I would be a single basic storage pack. Let me assure you of that, Tiffany. $10.99 or $11.99. You get 10 of them. I'm single, I am basic, I'm capacious. I'm that item right there. We also have for you as well the perfect 6. I'm not a perfect 6, let me assure you. The basic storage pack there, perfect 6, which is amazing. Now, an absolute legendary product that we bring to you all the time. We'll always continue to bring it to you. I don't know which one to go for. Do I want the turquoise one or do I want the black one? Decision. Let's go for the black one, because it's going to match that desk-made system. Now, I adore this because it is perfect. Yes, it's going to be great for crafting. It is wonderful as a little mini home office. How many people do what I do and put the bills and the letters behind the kettle and then never do anything with them because they're just a big old pile of bills and letters? This is great as like a little mini home office if you want to use it for that, because you've got room for everything. Let me show you what you can fit in here. So in here, I've actually got one of our storage devices that I've just collapsed down. We've got a folding cutting mat in here as well. Is that a folding cutting mat? No, that's just a cutting mat. It doesn't fold. That is a cutting mat that we've got there as well. I can tell we're in the party atmosphere. We need cake, that's what we need. Why is there no cake? No one's able to tell me why there's no cake. I was waiting for people in the gallery to let me know why there was no cake, but no idea why there is no cake. You are able to get big 12 by 12 papers in here as well. I've got A4 cardstock. I have got carbon plates for my double-sided dies. I've got mini accessories in here. Things like spray and sparkle. Dies in there too. Little dividers in here for you. Room on this side here. It's got these really nice netted pockets here with the elastication. So that's going to keep everything like your parchment tools, your quilling tools, your bone folders, your scoring tools, all of those will stay nicely stored on there. Love the fact also here you've got these little slip pockets here. So these are the things, this is where you're going to put in here the things that you're always losing. So your pokey tool. You think you never find your pokey tool? This is where it's going to live now. You can pop a pen in there. We've got adhesives, spray and sparkle in here, tape runners in here, ink pads, room for our little glues. I've got my pet edge distress tool. That wants to live on the front. Another little slip pocket here. Glitters, memento ink pads. There is room for everything. I kid you not when I say this is probably about 30% full, this one here. There is room for so much stuff within these, and they are great wherever you're using them, whether it's a little home office. Maybe you can have a little like a homework station, maybe for the children or the grandchildren when they come to visit. It's perfect for that too. When it's empty, it completely collapses down and you can store it away, which is also brilliant. Double points on this at the moment, $29.99, $34.99. I'm going to try and show you the colours. Are we coming over? Yes, we are. So you can go for the turquoise, which is this one just here, absolutely gorgeous. You can go for the classic black, which is this one over here. We've also got, if we just skim over a little bit, you have got the gorgeous pink, and you've also got, I'm going to lift that one up because you just can't see it there. This one here is your purple. There you are. So, $29.99, $34.99. Gorgeous George on the joystick is selling himself tonight in the gallery. I've got to do some of the questions here because we are getting a bit of a backlog in the comments. You can never have too many buddy bags. You really can't. Woohoo! Buddy bag fever, says Carol Ann. Yes, I've checked out on the 16 buddy bag deal, says Enchanted Fairy. Love, love, love the lowest totes. I've got 3. Pammy says that is a whole lot of buddy bags. It really, really is. Best price I've ever seen on the buddy bag, says Enchanted Craft Fairy. Great tip about adding the names from the buddy bags in there. Ooh, here's a question for Tiffany actually. Do any of the buddy bags fit on the hang and hold?
Yeah, sure. It just depends on which ones, but if you're talking about putting them into the hang and hold, there's a hang and hold on the front of my desk actually. So depending on which like container you're putting them in, your smaller ones are going to fit, you know, if you wanted to stand that up. But this is the long one, the big bin is going to be probably the best one for that. Oh, I just dropped it in there. So you can, you can put them anywhere, especially if you're using them in the moment. They're good to have handy like that.
Excellent. Aunt Penny asked a question. I have no idea what the answer to this is, but I'm going to go with it anyway, Tiffany. Can we use other companies' protectors? I don't know what she means by that, but I'm hoping you do. In the scrap rack.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Anything that's a standard 3-hole punch is going to fit in the scrap rack. So even if it's something smaller, like you have maybe some 8.5 by 11, or I don't think A4 usually comes with that standard 3-hole, but anything that's got a standard 3-hole punch can work into your scrap rack. So if you get other products that are already prepackaged in the sleeve like that, absolutely. As long as it's standard, you're in.
I love that because there's nothing worse. It's okay getting something new. It's going to give you loads of new storage. But if you've already got other bits, you don't have to throw all that stuff out, do you? You want to build on the collection that you've already got. You want to get more organised, not less organised. So that is a really, really great point. Right, loads of you chatting. Oh, I've got so many comments coming in. Barbara says, I am a craft supply junkie. I'm also a totally Tiffany junkie as well. Caroline is a buddy bag junkie. Melanie says, I have a lowest tote I use to transport quilts. I can easily fit 3 twin size or 1 queen size quilt in each of the bags. Barbara loves a scrap rack. Caroline just says, Joe is rocking it tonight. Thanks, Caroline. Sheila says, I love my scrap rack. I have one, and the expansion base as well. Hello all. Love my scrap rack, says Olga. I have mine on a TV rack that has a lazy Susan, a lazy scrap rack. I love that. Very, very busy across absolutely everything you have seen so far. We're not even halfway through this amazing birthday extravaganza, but I believe we're going to be looking at paper takers next. I was about to say we're going to be looking at Tiffany next, which is a whole different thing. Paper takers is what we're looking at next. Isn't that right, Tiffany?
Yes, the paper takers are a newer line. They are awesome. People love them because they are awesome for paper taking and so many other things. So let me kind of take you through the line to start with. The basic design of the paper takers is that they are standardized sizes. So you're seeing that 6x6, 5x7, 8x8. And what makes these unique, again, is they have this tray on the inside, right? So if I just gave you this vinyl bag, it wouldn't offer any protection for your whatever you're putting in there. I'm going to show you a variety of things. So the tray gives it that durability, and you're going to find that tray. This happens to be the A4 8.5 by 11, but you're going to find that tray in every single one of the paper takers. So let's look at our 6x6 paper taker, which of course, in this example, is loaded with 6x6 paper. Now, as you know, 6x6 paper comes in 6x6 and 6 1/4 by 6 and 6 1/2 by 6, and all of the Totally Tiffany 6x6 products, including this one, are designed to accommodate everything that I can find in the marketplace that is listed as 6x6. And then the pockets are going to help you organize by color, organize by theme, keep your scraps organized for each group. So I'm going to pull this out of here right now. So I've got loose 6x6 paper, and then I've just added those divider pockets. I can keep my scraps in there, but they work also really, really well for just labeling, right? So I've got mine by color. You might have yours by theme, but they are perfect in the 6x6 paper taker. So this is also the 6x6 paper taker, and as you can see, it is loaded with tri-blend markers. So again, there they are. You can store it again on its side if you're using it for markers. So all of that versatility right here as well. So that's a 6x6. And then we have got the 5x7. Oh, so the 5x7 is, again, oh, here's the other markers, right? So the shorter markers. And so in here, I've got your Copics, Artesias, Spectrum Noir, Colorista. They all fit in there. Super neat and tidy, really easy to travel with as well. But the 5x7 also works, again, for paper and card blanks and cards that are already made, anything in that dimension. But it also works, and you've got the pockets with it. You're going to add those 5x7 magnets, and now it's a great way to store your die and stamp collections as well, especially if you like to keep them in small bundles, like maybe this is just Christmas, just Halloween, whatever it is, easy to take with you if you're going to travel with something like dies and stamps. So that is the 5x7 also. The 8x8, of course, it fits 8x8 paper, and of course, the pocket's the same thing. Great for labeling, an easy way to find all your supplies. So it fits all your 8x8 paper, but if you like to work in an 8x8 album format, your 8x8 album, especially if you're doing a project and you want to keep all those pieces together, your 8x8 album is going to tuck in there as well. So, and your refill pages are going to fit in there as well. So it's a great way to keep all of your 8x8 supplies together while you're working on a project. And then if you're giving that album as a gift or keeping it at home, the 8x8 bag is a perfect storage for that album. So you want to keep it nice and neat and safe and clean. You might want to just keep it in that bag after you're done with your project. All right, what's next? We have the 12x12. Now, the 12x12, of course, is going to work with your 12x12 paper. Again, it's bigger than 12x12, so your edges and corners are protected. Again, it's coming with, you're getting that set of tab dividers that are going to work as a place to organize your scraps, but also to label and divide. But it is also great for storing other things like your 12x12 stencils, right? So get those pockets. Here those shut your flap tabs are again. They just keep appearing today. Great way to organize stencils. The pockets work really well to protect those stencils for you. You can see them. They don't get hung up on each other. If you put them away a little bit dirty, they're protected right in there. So you are going to get a set of pockets, but you can buy additional pockets as well. So if you're looking for storage for stencils, in the 12x12, in 8x8, in 6x6, this is a perfect storage solution for those types of things as well. So, Joe, I want to know what you're going to store in your paper takers that isn't paper.
Oh, it's going to be papers. Yeah, absolutely. Or the other thing, you know, things like documents, those important things. You don't want to have one of those massive, like, expansion files that seem to sort of, you know, you end up putting everything in there, don't you? That is tea that I've spilt down myself. I've just realised. What a mucky pup. They are great for that as well. And also being able to pull them in now. It would not be a Totally Tiffany show without Shut your flaps now. I just broke the packaging. I was so excited there. How have you got, big flaps or small flaps? That's what you need to decide. So, shut your small flaps. This one here, you get the tabs and the labels. You actually get 2 packs here, which is great. $4.48 or $6.28, or shut your big flaps, which is these ones just here. And these are for your larger flaps, of course, £6.28 and $8.08. It still makes me chuckle. Am I a child? Yes, absolutely, I am a child indeed. Right, let's pop that down. Now, cannot believe how incredibly busy it has got on the Deskmate store and clip pods. It's an ingenious system, it really, really is. $54.83 or $65.38. This is what you need in your basket first, and then you're going to want to put some of the extras in here. You've got the tool bin in here. I'm going to bring them off because I think sometimes it's easy for you to see them away from the base. So this one here is your pen pot that you've got. You're going to get your clips inside. So this is going to clip the whole system together, especially when you're lifting in and off the pot. You're getting the tool bin in there. You're going to get the cube in here as well. Now, this is just such a great size. Look, this is going to be brilliant for all of your different adhesives, your aerosols. Also, get an extra one of these for the bathroom. Have this in the cupboard with, you know, the deodorants and all of those different things in there. Your shampoos, have that there. We then have the 2 different storage bins as well, the larger ones and the small one. Love that everything's tapered as well, so you can get into it very, very easily and simply. And then you have the 12 by 12, and you've got the base itself. Now, what I would say is get that main deal. That's going to get you everything, and then get your bums over to the website and be adding all of the extra different bits in your cart that you want to customize this. We talked earlier about it being in corners, going around corners, being, you know, sort of really long, awkward, narrow, slim storage areas that you've got. Absolutely perfect for that. But it's very, very busy on this at the moment. If you're a Platinum member, $43.86, $52.30 if you want to get your hands on this. This is brilliant, Tiffany. It's a massive, massive reception for this. It was very busy when we featured it in our earlier morning show a little earlier today. Incredibly busy now as well. Why do you think people love this so much?
I just have a question, Joe. I think you said earlier Lois, and look at this, Lois. If you have a Lois tote, your Deskmate storage system is going to fit in the Lois. So everything except the bottom tray, and I'm going to talk about all the pieces and how they work in just a second, but I know that's a question. Can I put it in my Lois? I've got all 6 of the bins in the Lois. And so think about that also as you're picking up those extra bins. What would you want in your Lois tote? Would you want more of the 12 by 12? Would you want more of the medium bin? How could you help organize a Lois tote for a perfect crafting event using your Deskmate store and clip system? So yes, all 6 of those bins, neat and tidy in your Lois tote, my Lois loving friends. Okay, so Joe talked quickly about the system, how it works. I'm going to show you those details. So you are getting all 7 of the pieces, and including, so these are the clips. This is how this whole system goes together. Every bin includes one of the clips, but you can purchase additional clips separately, and I would really recommend it because one of the beautiful things about this system is you can divide it up. You can buy the extra components and add on, and so having those extra clips helps you secure more than one unit to each other. Plus, you're going to love them for all kinds of things. It's a giant paper clip, perfect for organizing your desktop, organizing projects, all of those types of things. You're going to love them for all of that. So, okay, you're going to get the tray. It's going to come folded flat like this when you get it, right? And then you're just going to let it unfold. Everything comes flat. You just pop it together. And then you've got this wooden insert for the bottom. That's going to go into the bottom. That's what gives your tray this stability. This tray, the dimensions of it, slide perfectly in and out of your storage cubes in your IKEA systems, in your big box craft retailer 12 by 12 cube storage. You're going to love that for this, and that is one of the reasons it was designed dimensionally as it is, so it would slide in and out of that cube. Then you're going to get the large bin, and the large bin has a divider section inside it, and that divider section is just attached with hook and loop fabric, so you can use it 12 inches, or you can pull that out, and now you've got 2 sections, so 8.5 by 11 A4, and then a smaller section here maybe for things like rulers or long, tall paintbrushes or that type of thing. Then you've got the medium bin. Now, all of the bins have this band around them, and that is what your clips clip onto. So I'm going to show you how those clips work. You're going to put the clip in one band. I'm going to try to show you actually black on black. It's a little hard to see. And then, how can I do this so you can see it? You can slide this. Here we go. I'm going to slide it on there. It's hard when you're behind. Okay, there we go. So now I've just hooked those two together. And you can hook it anywhere, right? You've got those bands all around all four sides. And once they're hooked on, they can slide as well. So if you don't want it in this end, middle edge, you can just slide it around to put it in there. So all of them work together, and all of them can be used together or separately. So you may take your whole collection and put it all together on the tray, slide it into your cube storage, and that's where it may stand. Or you may say, oh, I want this for notepads, and I'm going to put pens and markers and scissors and things in this, and I'm going to use this on my desk. Oh, I didn't hook it together. I'm going to use this on my desk, but I'm going to use this over here in the bathroom, or I'm going to use this in the corner of my desk, another space. But here's the beauty of the whole system. You don't have to use the tray. Let me slide that out of my way here. It's going to fall off. Okay. You can line the whole thing up straight across the back of your desk and clip all those pieces together. Now you've got just a line across the back of your desk. If your desk bends around a corner, you can make this bend around the corner so that you have access to all of those things, just like Tetris or Rush Hour or one of those games, right? So you're going to love the absolute flexibility of it. Now, all of these, I'll pull some out that are loaded up so you can see what I've got them loaded up with. All of these are great little organizers, and they do a wonderful job. This is the one you're going to definitely want to pick up multiples of. This is the cube. And while the cube works great for organizing things on your desk, it is the perfect, and what I've been asked for, I know some of you are celebrating today with this, collapsible desktop mini trash bin, trash can, waste paper basket, whatever you want to call it. Now you can throw that collapsed into your tote, pop it up on your workspace, and you've got that mini bin for your trash as you're working. It's easy to put those things in there. Also brought to my attention very recently that it is the perfect place to hold a small bag of potato chips upright while you're working and have easy access to your snacks. So there's multiple reasons for this one in particular, so make sure that you get your hands on multiples of the cube to work with your whole system, and also alone. And as Joe mentioned, all over the house, all over the garage. So this is one that's all loaded. So I've got it arranged with a big bin in the front, and I've got my foam sheets, and I've got my rolls of foam. I've got a couple of buddy bags in there. Now, I talked about this a little bit earlier. The 4x6 pockets fit in the small bin. The 8x5 storage pockets fit in the medium bin. The 12x12 or the A4 8.5x11 pockets fit in the big bin. So if you're thinking about organizing those types of things, you definitely want to pick up those extra pockets today during the show so you can get everything organized and at your fingertips. Slide it into your storage, line it up on your desktop, however you're going to use it. Well, there's so many ways. So this one, again, is all office supplies, right? And I've separated this section, so I've got 8.5x11. I've got the long section over here. I've got my shut your flap tabs, and I can just configure that right out along the desktop. Journals, envelopes, basic tools and supplies, right? I've got my big stapler in there, kind of hanging over the edge. It is a great way to organize so much, so many spaces, because everything just kind of tucks in together. So those little nooks and crannies on your desk that are not being used right now, one or two of these configured together. I'm looking at my desk. I have a perfect little hole over there to be able to take this, put it this way, and then tuck it into that hole and use that space that's empty on the curve of my desk. So really, I mean, I can't say enough. This was so fun to design and has been so fun to use as my samples arrive. I've just been carrying them around the house and testing them out all over the place. My husband thinks I'm a complete nut until I organized his desktop. He only needed three. He needed the medium, this, and this is all he's got on his desk. He's a pretty low-key guy, but it's the perfect little configuration, which, Joe, is to your point, picking up the extra pieces today, you're gonna love them. So you may need a small, just something small like this for organizing your workspace on your desk or your husband or your kids. And this is a perfect way to get that little cube of storage wherever you need it. So it's gonna be wonderful.
Tiffany, I've got to ask you, what is the sign on the front of your storage that we've all been having this conversation with? I'm trying to work out what it stands for.
This was my reminder, Wibby Sibby. If you are new to the Totally Tiffany brand, whenever we introduce something new, I do this thing called Wibby Sibby. Win it before you can buy it.
Aye.
So watch on the social media. And yeah, when you see that pop up, a Wibby Sibby, that means not only do you have a chance to win something, but you are going to get a sneak peek and you are going to get something before anybody else can buy it. Super fun. That was on Friday. Win it before you can buy
Wibby Sibby. Wibby Sibby, of course. How could I forget about Wibby Sibby? First of all, about Wibby Sibby is you don't forget about Wibby Sibby. We can see it here in the Calyx. Of course, again, just to share that with you. Thank goodness you can't see my bottom as I'm bending down there. But it shows you how that stores beautifully in there. Go for a couple of these. Maybe you've got one of the Calyxes. You're over there. Hi. Maybe you've got one of these stacked up. Then brilliant way to store this. As Tiffany said, everyone is going for that main collection, but so many of you now are opting to add in there those extra bins and storage containers. So let me take you through those extra elements that are available for you. So first one is this one just here, your large storage. As you can see here, $12.99 or $14.99. Big 12 by 12 paper pads. Going to be fantastic for large guillotines, small guillotines in there. Big sort of punches that are very difficult to store will also go in here. It is the biggest one, which is fantastic. We also have for you the Cube, which is a great trash can, as Tiffany calls it. Also brilliant for things like your stick and spray, your stick away, those big aerosol cans as well. They all store in there brilliantly. It's a great storage container just to have on a shelf as well, $8.99 or $10.95. We then have the pen and pencil holder, as you can see here. Brilliant for those fiddly little bits like your bone folder, your pokey tools, your die brushes, of course your pens, your pencils, your markers, those things that you really need right there and then, every single moment whilst you're crafting, they're going to go in here. And you've got the basin tray available that it all stacks into as well, which is great, $12.99 or $14.95. We also have the tool holder available for you, $5.99 or $6.95, brilliant for scissors, your ball tools, your tape runners, all of those different things. The medium storage is great actually. You could actually get your Gemini Junior cutting plates would fit in there. Things like your double-sided cutting plates, your top plate for your foil press machine would also fit in there. So it's a really good one. And the great thing is you're not, because they've all got that weighted bottom, you're not sort of held back by how high things can go in. So things that slot in, they're going to love this desk made. The other one is a small storage, brilliant for stone drops, Nouveau drops. Also think about your glossy highlights. They're all going to store in there beautifully. And the clips, that is the whole thing. That is what holds this all together. Go for an extra one of those, you won't regret it. $7.99 or $9.95. Beverly says, it's my birthday today. Happy birthday, Beverly. She says, I'm definitely older than 19. I think you're as old as you feel, aren't you, at the end of the day. Such a good idea, says Panda Crafts. Karen says, just love the new desk made. Carol asks, what are shut your flaps? I will ask Tiffany to tell you in just a few minutes. Desk made though, get that main collection in your basket, $54.83, $65.38. Right, bulging baskets are plenty over on the website. I'm going to give you another opportunity to get those baskets checked out. So whilst you do that, here is some of the fun stuff we like to get up to here at Crafters TV.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Quiet. The neighbours.
I'm all out of Zoom. I'm so lost without you. I'm not singing.
Lisa, if you email in, don't send a picture of your air fryer. make sure it's something creative.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on Catch Up at crafterscompanion.com, Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
You entertain us. You give us a community to talk, in the chat. That wouldn't happen without you guys. It's like Crafters Companion is magical. There's magic here.
Joy, there's not a dry eye in the studio here. Debbie's welling up, I'm welling up.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV. Create every day.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the Crafters Companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Quick Buy. All your crafting must-haves in a flash.
Make your die cutting tools last as long as your love for crafting with the Gemini Accessories clear cutting plates. Your metal dies are put under lots of pressure with each pass through your Gemini die cutting machine. So to make sure they cut crisp, clean, delicate designs for years to come, you need to look after your dies, and that's where the Gemini Accessories clear cutting plates come in.
Quick Buy. Get yours now.
Wow, it's busy over on the website. Loads of you taking the opportunity to check out, as I knew you would. Lots of you getting your hands on these incredible Tiffany birthday deals. We have got a brilliant selection of, again, a hero products. And that's what you want for this birthday celebration. You want great deals on all the big hitting products. So Fab Files is what we're going to be talking about in just a second. They are all available to you on a buy one, get one half price, which is amazing. So if maybe you want to replenish your stash, you want to get a few more of one, maybe you're going to try them for the first time, no better time to get your hands on these and give them a go for the first time, especially as 'tis the season, isn't it, Tiffany, at the moment, for organising and tidying and cleaning and getting everything ready and ship shape ready for summer. There's no better time really to invest into new storage.
And especially Fab Files, because they are so versatile. You're going to love them for so many different things. So get your spring cleaning on and be ready, like Joe says, for summer crafting. Have everything at your fingertips. So I'm going to go through them real quickly, and then Joe will go through kind of the details for ordering. So they come in a variety of different sizes. Now, the first two sizes, the 4x6 and the 5x7, have a couple of different filler options, right? So the 4x6 and 5x7 each come with, I'm going to start here, an option for file folders. So this is what the file folders look like. So this hold-in little 4x6 is loaded with card blanks by color, right? So this is the 4x6 with the files in it. And you can see as I pull up those files, they come up loaded with those cards and card blanks. So this was designed to help you organize your photographs. The front of the file pocket has a little note card. So it's awesome for that, but also great for storing any of your 4x6 crafting supplies. So here is this one with the file folder, and it's got a pocket in there too, but this is all cards that are already made, right? So small cards waiting to be sent out or given away. Easily organize them in your file folders. And then also the pockets work well for that as well. So especially if you just do your card fronts and you want to save the card fronts and glue them on the card later, this is a great way to organize those. So the 4x6 comes with an option, 4x6 with file folders, 4x6 with pockets. So watch for that. This is also the 4x6, and we talk about the versatility of Totally Tiffany products all the time. This has all of my foil quills in it, right? So things that you want to keep track of, bits and pieces that you need to keep together. Maybe you bought, excuse me, some type of kit with a bunch of little pieces. One of the fab files in a different size might be the perfect way to store that item. The beauty of them then is you've taken something that's all, you know, gangly little bits and pieces, and you've corralled it into something that's a square shape, so it's easy to store and easy to maximize your storage space. So the 4x6, there we've got those in the pocket or the file folders. Now this also, so the 5x7 also has the file folder option, and here are more of the shut your flap tabs right there, right? So the shut your flap tabs work great for labeling the pockets or the folders as well. So the 5x7 is going to come with the pockets or the folders. This one, look, I've got my embossing folders in there, and I've got the little border pieces in there. I'm keeping things together that I use together, which is a Totally Tiffany mantra if you've taken any of my classes. So great for cards, card blanks, embossing folders. This one has the 5x7 pockets with dies and stamps, so it's a great die and stamp storage solution as well, that 5x7 dimension. What is in here? Yes, it is in fact my Gemini Mini with my cutting plates. So you may say, okay, these are the things you need to keep together, right? Keeping things together we use together. Something like your Gemini Mini. Now I probably just stuck it to the desktop. I've got the instructions in there. I've got the machine. I've got the cutting plates. The new ones, the used ones, they're all in there together so I can find them when I need them. So you may want to take one box like this and store your Gemini Mini in it, and you may want to take another box and just keep the dies that go with your Gemini Mini together. So a perfect solution for that. So that is the 5x7 and the 4x6, but we've also got these wonderful little boxes in all of the bigger sizes as well. So 6x6, of course, ideal with 6x6 paper, cardstock. So if you have the book of paper, the paper pad, then you're going to have the scraps that go with it. This is a great way to keep those things together. So the 6x6, if you use 6x6 stencils or 6x6 stamps, the pockets that come in the 6x6 are perfect for that. And you can purchase additional pockets if you want to fill your box with just pockets with those stamps and dies. They come in sets of 5. Any one of the bigger boxes, the wider boxes is going to hold up to 25 pockets, maybe 30, depending on how fat each pocket is in your collection. Then you've got the 8x8, which of course is going to work for anything that's an 8x8 album, 8x8 paper, anything along those lines. This one happens to be filled with planner paper. So if you're like me, you're a planner junkie, this is a great place to store your planner supplies as well. And then of course, the 8.5x11, so here's a set of the pockets that you're gonna get there. The 8.5x11 is also A4 size, is gonna come with the pockets as well. You know, you all know and are thinking, oh, this is perfect for paper, right, my cardstock. But it's also a great place, 8.5x11, A4, it's perfect for just storing your papers, right? Bills to pay, insurance papers, things that you need to keep track of. You know, we have all of our travel documents stored in one of these in my husband's office. So it's a great way to keep things contained and findable, even though you don't use them very often. So perfect for actual storage of things as well as things you're going to store and use. And then, of course, Joe, last but not least, is the 12x12 fab file. And it's going to work, again, with our 12x12 pockets. This one is full of 12x12 sheets of flat vinyl. And then, of course, vinyl is expensive. You want to keep all of those little scraps. So they're tucked right in there in the tab divider pockets as well. So great way to organize all kinds of things. Again, 12x12 stencils are going to fit in there. Giant stamp sets that you sometimes fit are going to fit in those pockets. And everything's going to fit together really neatly and really easily, Joe, right here in your Fab File collection.
Yeah, absolutely is. I've never seen such a big collection of Fab Files available on a show as well. So really brilliant. Let me run you back through all those options and what you're getting included with each of them. 4x6 Fab Files with the 5 pockets, $5.99 and $6.99. Remember, all of this available with a Club Inspired discount, available with double points, and on a buy one get one half price too. Next up, we've got the 4x6 Fab File with the file folders this time around. $5.99 or $6.99 if you want to get your hands on that one. We also have the 5x7 with the file folders as well. So if you want to grab that one, please do. We've then got a 5x7 Stampin' Fab File box. This is the box on its own for you, $4.49 and $5.49. You then have the 6x6 Fab File on its own or with the... On its own, not with the wallet as it appears there in the picture. $6.99 or $7.99. We then have the 8x8. Oh, they have it as well. Here we go. So the 8x8 Fab File on its own, $6.99, $7.99 if you want to get that one. We then have the 12x12 Fab File available for you as well. Here it is, $8.99 by $12.99, by $12.99, $8.99 or $10.99, as I was trying to say there. And then the 8.5 by 11. So this is US letter size, essentially, $10.99, $12.99. We then have a Stampin' Die Fab File combo, 1 box, 5 pockets for you. Great for storing stamps and dies and embellishments and little toppers, whole host of things you can get into those. And then we have a die and stamp storage power pack. Whoa, check out how many magnetic sheets you're getting in there. That's going to store so many dies for you, and you're going to get all the stamp pockets that you need too, and also the Fab File itself. Now, the album storage box for 3 ring style albums. This is great for storing like big photo albums. If you're doing those larger memory books as well, they're also going to fit beautifully in there too. Right, we are going back to, this is like, I reckon there could be some sort of buddy bag workout, you know, Tiffany, like, you know, move over Jane Fonda. We could have like, you know, forget cans of beans. We could have like, you know, heavy things. Like I've got my gilding waxes here, you know, I can have these, 1 in each hand. You know, it could be a whole host of different things. I think we should get on it, Tiffany. It could be, you know, New Year next year. It could be the #1 fitness workout there is out there. I can see it happening right now. But the buddy bags, 16. Move over, Jane Fonda. 16 buddy bags for you. The best deal, best value for money I've seen on these recently. $68.99, $96.99. If you've not got a single one of these, what better starting point, Tiffany, than this particular collection? It is a whopper.
It is a great way, well, let me just tell you, even if you already own buddy bags, you need more, right? They are almost an addiction, but they work all over your house. They're all over our garage. They're in my bathrooms. They're all over my husband's camper, right? They are just a great storage solution everywhere. So if you already have them, you know you love them, grab the collection. Or if you know that you just need a whole bunch of Barbaras or a bunch of Brandies, I'm going to take you through all of those, and you're going to get those on the special deal today as well. So I'm going to start with Barbara. Barbara has 2 containers, 2 plastic boxes. So when you get your buddy bags, they come flat. And in that packaging, you are going to find a clear, fold together box. And that's what gives these buddy bags their shape. So don't miss that because it is clear. So the Barbara, I've got her loaded up here with my permanent markers. Got them upside down like they're supposed to be. I can see all of them. I can get to them. But Barbara is also going to work really well for your close to my heart ink pads. So these are the magnetic ink pads. You can fit 10 of them in the Barbara bag, and that allows you, again, by just tipping it from its bottom to its side. Now you're able to store those nice and neat and flat. Next up, we have Brandy. So Brandy's a tall, skinny girl. She was designed for rulers. I am an absolute ruler junkie. Ribbon rulers, centering rulers, regular rulers, border rulers, all of those things. I've got them all right here. Absolutely, like I said, a junkie for rulers, but they're the kind of thing that gets lost. If you have these types of clear rulers, right, and it drops into the bottom of your tote, in the bottom of your drawer, you're never going to see it again. So Brandy is a solution for that. 12-inch long templates, even your long glue sticks are going to be perfectly stored in a brandy bag. So super easy, super convenient way to store brandy. Deborah is one of our longtime girls, though. She's been part of the Totally Tiffany Buddy Bag collection since our very first introduction. And you are going to love her for pencils, markers. So this is Copic, Spectrum Noir, Classic, the Colorista, the Artesia. Those are all going to fit in the Deborah Buddy Bag. And again, if your question is, these are double tip markers, I'm supposed to store them flat, all you have to do is turn that buddy bag on the side or on its back, and now you've got them stored flat. So they work great, and you can store your markers like the manufacturer recommends. Dawn is a long, skinny girl, and she has 4 sections, hard to see because they're clear, but that is what keeps all of these little items organized. They're not all just flopping around inside that bag. So whether it's crayons or chalks or your tape runners or a mix of things, she is a great solution. I've got her out of the bathroom this morning loaded with different sizes and shapes of Band-Aids. The Dawn is also the tea bag, right? So if you like to keep your own little stash of tea bags in your desk drawer somewhere, each of the little containers is the perfect size to hold most tea bags. Whoops. Merle and Edna. I'm going to talk about both of these girls together. So Merle, I have got Merle here loaded with ribbon, and I have got her here loaded with embossing powder. So again, you can use them in either direction. Merle and Edna are, like I say, twin sisters, except Merle has flaps at the end. So if you need the ends of your bag covered, if you're storing something, like obviously nothing is getting out of these bags because they're bigger items. But if you've got scissors or seam turners or small sewing tools in there, then Merle is the girl for that. And Edna's going to hold other things where you don't need to close up the ends. So perfect. So Edna and Merle, about the same size. Teresa, again, one of the originals in the Buddy Bag family. Where did I put Teresa when I put her back up here? I know, there's one right here. Uh-oh. Okay, so, we lost some lighting. Teresa, again, fits nice, small little things. Super, oh, I know where she went. She went in here. There she is. So perfect for things like floss, re-inkers, glitter glues. All of those are going to fit nice and neatly into your Teresa Buddy Bag. And then I've got her in the front of my desk-made clip pod thing, right? We've got extra space in there, so I just slid her in there. You could also store your buddy bags in your pods. I think that's a good point as well. Who's it? Terry. Terry is the tall big sister of our friend Deborah. And so your longer markers are going to be perfect in Terry. This one is a picnic pack. It's got knives and forks and spoons and napkins and straws, and it can go right into my picnic basket. And I've got all those goods that I need to serve right there. And when I open it up, you can pull things right out of there to actually grab them and use them while you are out having your picnic. So a lot of versatility in the Buddy Bag line. Okay, my friend Gail, where are you? Gail. So Gail, again, is a long, thin girl. You can see she's narrow at the end. I've got 12 ink pads in this Gail bag, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 adhesive runners in this bag. Now, one thing I like to point out about Buddy Bags is that you can store them on your shelf like I do, and they're really using up that shelf, right? So my shelves are narrow, but I'm using the whole of the shelf without limiting my accessibility. But you can also use your Buddy Bags, and they don't have to all be the same, but you can also open them up and put them in your drawer, in your desk, or in your cart, or whatever you're using, right? Craft carts are really, really popular. Fill up one of those sections of your craft cart or your drawer with open Buddy Bags, and they work just like drawer organizers, but they're perfect for craft supplies. So Gail is a great one with a lot of functionality for that type of thing as well. Monica is 4x6, and she makes me want to sing a little bit of Monica in my life. Oh, what's in here too are shut your flap tabs. So shut your flap tabs were designed to become pull tabs for opening the flaps on your scrap rack. That is why they're called shut your flaps. We should have called them open your flap, because really they allow you to grab that little color piece and open the flap. But they work for labeling everything. They add that pop of color. I know they're available today as well. In the Monica bag, it's a perfect way to organize 4x6 photos, small cards, card blanks, or completed cards, small embossing folders. You're going to love Monica for all of those things. Shelly. I get in trouble with Shelly because I like to call her Smelly Shelly. So if your name is Shelly, please don't take offense. It's just for fun, right? Okay, Shelly, look at that. She is for washi tape. That's what she was born for. I have a washi tape addiction. All of my Christmas washi tape, all my Halloween washi tape, all the Easter, winter, whatever it is, they all get their own little Shelly bag to keep everything organized. But she also works great for things like memento inks, golf balls, barrel ribbon. You will be amazed at the little square ink pads. I think with the little square ink pads, you can get like 19 of them into one Shelly buddy bag. So a lot of versatility with Shelly. You're going to love her. Denise, where did I put you, Denise? I know you're here. Here you go. So Denise, I kind of mixed up what was in there today so that you could see the versatility of her. So she's got some different types of markers in there, but she also works really well for your skinny, big rolls of ribbon. So especially if you're using that gross grain ribbon or grouse grain, however you say it, ribbon on your cards and your projects. It's a great place to store those. And again, you can use it almost as a dispenser, just like we do with the Merle and Edna bag. So super versatile for that. She also works with our medium-sized die stamp and supply pockets, stencils, stamps, dies. They're all going to fit into your Denise Buddy bag. Now, Leanne, she is a big gal also, and she is designed to hold all kinds of everything that doesn't fit anywhere else. So the first Leanne that you need in your collection is going to be kind of a catch-all tool bag, right? So all those bigger, bulkier things that you want to travel with or that you need to store on your desk, and again, you can leave her open or use her in your desk as an organizer. But then you're talking about tools and supplies by category. So this is everything that I use for Chalk Couture, right? All the tools, some of the paste, they're all in there, all in one nice, neat, tidy bin. Leanne is a little bit heavier construction too, so she is going to be great for your larger Stampin' Up! Ink pads as well. Next up, we have my girl Irene, and she is named after my sister. Sister Irene, where are you? So here we go. Great for if you love powder puff inks, you're going to get 16 of them. Oh, look, I cut out her name tag and put it in there, so I always know which bag is which. Irene has two hook and loop strips. So if you're putting taller things in, you can use the top strip, or smaller things like the powder puff ink pads, I can use the lower strip and hold everything in there. Also great for small tools or craft kits or little projects. So this is, these are, not this, but these are pom-pom makers. They make heart-shaped pom-poms. I've got my little skein of yarn in there. I've got the instructions in there. All the bits and pieces together. Super, super easy. Everything's stored neatly and completely in one place. Sue, sweet Sue, where are you? So Sue is also great for large ink pads. And, oh, here's another Sue. Big rolls of ribbon as well. So you can see the bigger Stampin' Up! Ink pads, big rolls of ribbon. I think I mentioned earlier, I have a Sue Buddy bag loaded with all of my basic first aid supplies, and it's under the front seat of my car. So really easy to use. Again, so many different functions for those buddy bags. They're amazing in that respect, what you can do with them. Sarah is our last buddy bag of the moment. Here she is. And I have another one right here, right? So Sarah was designed for tri-blend. So those nice tall tri-blend markers. The unique thing about Sarah is that she has a little piece that comes with when you purchase her, that gives your tri-blends, it's probably going to be better if I go this way, this nice stair step angle. So it's easy to choose out the one you want to work with. It's easy to get your fingers on it. So the tri-blends fit perfectly in the Sarah bag. If you have long markers like chameleon markers, those will fit in Sarah as well. You just have to take out the stair step at the bottom, but you'll be able to get them into the Sarah bag, no problem. So tri-blends and chameleons, you definitely need the Sarah Buddy bag for that.
Absolutely.
What do you think, Joe?
It's incredible. It really is. I mean, there's not ever been a greater time to start your body bag collection. Of course, grab a Lois tote. They're all going to go into here. This is how you're going to store them all. I love that they're all see-through. They've all got the handles on the end. They're just so accessible. And when you know everything is, you know where it's stored. Whether you're using them and storing them like this, whether it's on a shelf or in a drawer, you just know you're going to have a place for absolutely everything. Now, you can go for this absolutely bumper bundle. That's going to save you $24.85 or $33.85. If you're looking to grab a few of them, a selection of them, then absolutely you can do that because we have them all available on a 4 for free for you. So if you are looking for Barbara, I've just dropped the cards of the day on the floor. Whoops. Barbara, Brandy, Deborah, Dawn, Muriel, Edna, Teresa, Terry, Gail, Monica, Shelley, Denise, Leanne, Irene, Sue and Sarah. They are all in there for you, or they are all available on a 4 for 3 with that 25% saving. However you're getting them, make sure you start that body bag journey. I know you're not going to regret it. $55.19, $77.59 if you are a platinum member. Remember, we are celebrating Tiffany's 19th birthday. Doesn't she look amazing for 19? And you have got double points on absolutely everything, which is amazing. 19 years, Tiffany, since you started the brand. What was it? What was it that made you? What was it that got you started? That inspired you? What sort of kicked it all off?
I was never a crafter. I started crafting kind of on a fluke. My sister made me, actually. Fell in love with it. And then my problem is that I have a little bit of OCD. And if my workspace doesn't stay tidy and I can't find things and I can't put things away, it makes me miserable. And so I started designing products, the scrap rack, for myself so that I could keep myself organized. And we launched the scrap rack. Obviously, it's done amazingly well for 19 years. And then customers started saying to me 4 or 5 years after I launched the scrap rack, I love your products. Can't you make something else? And I thought, sure, I can make something else. And one thing led to another. And 250 products later, here we are with just kind of the best storage and organization. And you know what makes us the best at what we do, Joe? We are crafters.
Absolutely.
All of these products are designed by people who actually craft and use them. We move around with our stuff. We share our stuff. We were talking about the scrap rack earlier. And when I had all my friends over doing their hats, it was really easy for me to say, oh, you want to do a hat with the travel theme, go to my scrap rack, flip through the travel section. So they didn't organize it. They didn't even know anything about it. But just because I could say, look in T for travel, they were able to find what they wanted. So it's really, and that was it.
And then 19 years later, boom, here we are. I just need to quickly, before we go back, I've got a couple of housekeeping bits. Remember, double points across absolutely everything. Totally Tiffany. Make sure you're stocking up on those bits you need because it's the birthday event. This is where you're getting all the good deals. I need to tell you, it's a very sad occasion for us this evening here in the UK, Tiffany. We lose an hour in bed tonight, which is sad, sad times. The clocks are springing forward tomorrow, so it means that we go back to our usual times. So it means our midday show on tomorrow will be 7 a.m. in the UK. It means the 3 p.m. show will be 10 a.m. Eastern as it normally is. 7 p.m. show. There is no 7 p.m. show tomorrow here on Crafters TV because there is a HSM preview. That is at 2 p.m. on the East Coast, 11 a.m. on the West Coast. That's when that will start. And then also from Monday, our Monday to Friday schedule, just to remind you, so the 10 a.m. show is 5 a.m. Eastern, the 2 p.m. show is 9 a.m. Eastern, and the 6 p.m. show is 1 p.m. Eastern. So we're just going back to the regular times. One day soon you think we'll be able to get it in order and just both do the clocks at the same time. We've also, I need to do demo of the day for you. You need to decide, do you want card number 1, which is this one here by Debbie Fisher, or card number 2, this one here by Debbie Fisher also. 1 or 2, let me know in the comments. Am I right in thinking that you don't do daylight saving in Arizona, Tiffany? Is that right?
We do not. So you think
leave
it's
it as it
confusing for
is?
you. It's super confusing for us because everybody is doing their thing and you guys do it 2 weeks after, and we just kind of sit here in the middle and go, what time is it? Where are we? What are we supposed to do?
You
So yes,
guys have got the
is.
right idea. We should all just keep it with, we should stick with Arizona. We'll just stay on your time.
It's so easy. And it's sunny here, so you might as well stick with what we got. That's all I'm saying, right?
And I heard there's great margaritas there as well. Why? Let's just all move to Arizona.
Absolutely. Well, wait a minute. We like it here in cowboy country because it's a little quiet now and then, but we have great margaritas and cold beer, right?
Right, what do you have next for us, Tiffany?
I have paper takers, which are amazing. You need them everywhere, right? So we have the 8.5 by 11. We have the 12 by 12, 8 by 8, 6 by 6, and 5 by 7. So all of them have the nice liner tray inside. It's a little bit heavier gauge plastic. It gives that durability and stability, protects the edges and corners of your paper or whatever you have stored in there. Now, one thing you might not know about Totally Tiffany brand is anything that I make that I call 12 by 12 or 8 by 8 or 6 by 6 is actually bigger. So when I say something is 12 by 12, it is designed to comfortably hold anything that's 12 by 12. So if you've ever bought anything that's one of those sizes and you try to fit that size in there, it's a tough squeeze. You're never going to have that experience with Totally Tiffany because everything is bigger, so it's easier to use, right? My mantra, if it's easy, we'll do it. If it's not, it gets pushed to the end of your desk. So I'm going to start with the big one, I think, this time, the 12 by 12. And so the 12 by 12 is going to, of course, hold your 12 by 12 paper. The 12 by 12 pockets fit in there. So these work as the tab divider pockets, great for labeling, also a great place to store your scraps that might match your paper or vinyl that you've got stored in there. Don't forget about things like stencils though, right? If you've got 12 by 12 stencils, this could be the perfect solution using those pockets, and you can purchase additional pockets. You can get up to 25 pockets in there depending on how fully loaded they are. So pick up those extra pockets while you're thinking about it today as well. And then the 8.5 by 11 A4. So again, we can't talk about that. All right, let's talk about the 8 by 8 though. Perfect for your 8 by 8 albums. Ideal for those of us who use a planner. So it's a great place to store your planner and keep your markers and some stickers in there along with your planner. I've got an 8 by 8 album in there, but it's also perfect for your 8 by 8 paper as well. So it's great for that too. A great way to store your album when it's complete as well. Then we've got the 6 by 6, and 6 by 6 is perfect, of course, for your 6 by 6 paper, 6 by 6 scraps, all of those things also. Don't forget about it for 6 by 6 stamp sets, card blanks, pre-made cards, all those goodies. Also a great place to store your tri-blends. So you can see I've got this loaded up with tri-blend markers as well. I know someone's going to ask, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're going to get 30 tri-blend markers in the 6 by 6 paper taker as well. And then of course the 5 by 7, I've got the shorter markers and the 5 by 7. All the different brands there. So depending on what you're working with, it's going to be perfect for any of those types of markers, especially if you want to travel. It's a nice, neat, little easy size to travel with. And then the 5 by 7 also works with our 5 by 7 magnets. So you've got the pockets, add the magnets, and now you've got the perfect place to organize dice and or stamps. So it's a great solution for so many different things. So Joe, I think probably, I don't know, one of the things I love about these is the versatility, but the other thing that I love about them is just that they're so darn cute, right? They're easy to store. They're easy to pop into your lowest tote. They've got handles and label pockets on both sides. So even if you're dropping them in this way or storing them this way, it's easy to pull them in and out of your lowest tote as well. Look at that.
Tote, and I was going to have to be like, and don't forget, Tiffany, they go in the lowest, and then boom, no, in you came with the lowest tote there at the end, true to form, which I absolutely love. Let me take a moment to recap for you all the different options that we've got available on these paper takers. So the 6 by 6, that's coming with the free dividers. Grab that, $10.99, $12.99. We have the 8 by 8, that's coming with the free 8 by 8 dividers. Here comes the details. Here they are, $12.99, $14.99. We also have the 12 by 12, always the most popular. Lots of you multi-ordering. Great idea whilst you're getting the free dividers and you've got the double points. Definitely take advantage of that. $16.99 or $18.99. Use that platinum discount, of course. And there's 5 by 7 available for you. This is great for finished projects. This is also great for your stamps and your dies as well. We're going to have to go back, though, to end the show at what has been the star of the show, our brand new launch. Oh, sorry. We'll leave it over there for George. We'll bring it over here. Sorry. George of the joystick now is moving everything around. What this is, of course, is your brand new desk-made item. I love the fact that this is all completely modular and customizable. It means that, of course, you can get exactly what you want from this, which is brilliant. So the other thing I love about it is that it's got really lovely weight to it. So you've got a weighted base. All of the different compartments are weighted as well, so you know that everything is going to stay exactly where you need it to. It will go into those 12 by 12 Calyx units that we looked at a little bit earlier. What I would say is everyone that's gone for this has gone for this bundle here, 54.83, 65.38, gets you the base and the pots that you need, the storage containers in there. The other thing to note is all of the individual containers, so the pen pot, the tool tray, the small storage, the medium storage, the cube, the large storage, all available to grab individually over on the website as well. So maybe you're looking at this and you're thinking, do you know what, yeah, I'm going to love this, but actually I've got a lot of 12 by 12 papers, so what I really need is I need an extra one of those 12 by 12s to sit in there. Actually, maybe I'm going to take the cube out and I'm going to put 2 extra of the large storage containers in there. You've got the option to do that. It's completely customizable. The most popular ones are the tool tidy, the cube, and the large containers. They're the ones that most people are adding in. I love the fact, Tiffany, that we've really enabled people to customize this for themselves by making all of those individual elements available. It's going to get you organized, but it's going to be perfect for your own stash, your own needs, isn't it?
Absolutely. So great minds think alike, Joe. I was just thinking, like, what would I do? What am I going to do with this? How am I going to configure it? And so I was just putting those 3. So I've got the 3 large bins on there, right? And I've got this one divided into 8.5 by 11. So you really can just load it up. I could probably get one more of the small bins. Let me grab one small bin. I'm going to try it on there. These are all disconnected at the moment. So you really can look at that. I have just completely filled that out. Now, like you said, I removed the cube. The cube for me, my favorite use for that is, as we talked about, is as that waste paper bin, right? That trash can on your desk. So all of them come flat. So as you're looking at these pieces, think about the versatility of this piece in particular, because you are going to want one in your collection, stored in your cube, but you are also going to want to have one on your desktop that you can use as that little trash can. So all of them hooked together with these little Totally Tiffany clips, right? They're giant paper clip. And that is how you configure it when you get it off the tray or out of the tray. And the beautiful thing about this whole system is that you can build it out in any shape or size that you want, and you can separate the pieces if you want to do that as well. So you may want to clip together just these 2 pieces, right? So I can clip those 2 together. I can add this smaller one. So now I've got a storage bin and I've got kind of the basic stuff. I'm going to use that on my desktop or on my husband's desk or in the garage somewhere. Or I can take all of the pieces. If I've got a workspace that's long and narrow, I'll put all my clips in there, that's long and narrow, I can take all the pieces and I can just stretch them out right along, connecting them together. Maybe I want to go in the front, or maybe I have something tall and I actually want to put that in the back. And that is the beauty of this, that each of the clips, each of the bins clip together. And because this band that goes all the way around every one of the bins allows you to clip them together in any configuration that you would like to have them in. And so you can clip them together. I should look what I'm doing. That'll be helpful. You can clip them together in that long line. You can clip 2 or 3 of them together. The clips are what give them that stability. So when you start grouping them together, that's what gives them kind of that solid base. It's the perfect way to use them. And then again, you've got them all on this flat tray, which is going to slide right into your Calyx cube. And I was thinking, as we were talking about this earlier, I was thinking if you use a Calyx cube in your room or in your closet, wouldn't this work great for storing and organizing some of the bigger bins on there, things like socks and underwear, or maybe scarves and other types of accessories, belts, or that type of thing, because you can slide the whole tray into your cube and then pull it out and pull out whatever little accessory you want. So for me, I'm a scarf junkie, and I'm thinking the cubes with the scarves in them and then a couple of belts and some other accessories, that's going to be perfect in that cube. So when we talk about crafting here, like most of the Totally Tiffany products, Joe, this product line is versatile for so many other things in your life, just for keeping you organized everywhere, not just
Tiffany.
in your bathroom.
Boom, boom, boom. It's a triple boom moment. I absolutely love it. Tiffany, can I say it's been such a pleasure to get to spend a couple of hours with you. Please, let's not leave it as long next time. It's been months. I haven't seen you. First time I've seen you this year.
I know. Well, I hear you're heading off on vacation, Joe. So maybe when you get back, we'll have time to get together again.
Absolutely. Just for a couple of weeks, though. Just a couple of weeks. Tiffany, enjoy the rest of your day. What are you doing with the rest of your weekend? No doubt the weather's lovely. You're going to be doing lots of beautiful things in the sun, making us all very jealous.
Yes, we're going to a big art museum event tonight. It's going to be tons of fun. All of us decorated our hats to go to the museum. Watch my social media feed. You'll see everybody in their decorated hats tonight at the Desert Museum. So great to be with all of you today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Remember, birthday celebration ends on Sunday, and I will see all of you for a late night live tomorrow as we sign off the birthday celebration. Thanks,
Absolutely.
Joe, and everybody.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. Take care. Oh, there is never a dull moment when Tiffany is with us here in the studio. Always loads and loads of fun and loads of great deals. Has tidying up ever been as fun as it is when Tiffany's around? I don't think it ever has been. Lots of you very inspired to get organised. Georgina says she's inspired to get every aspect of her life organised now. After that, I mean, it's a big job, Georgina. You know, let's not overpromise and underdeliver here. She is laughing along, by the way. She's laughing along in there. It has, though. Baby steps, Georgina, baby steps. Let's start with the tidying up first. But in all seriousness, you've loved this brand new launch. You've loved that incredible buddy bag bundle that we had for you. Don't miss out on that. Make sure you check out your baskets. Very, very big day tomorrow here on Crafters TV. We have got Colour Me Happy coming up for you, midday in the UK. Oh, we're back to normal time, 7 a.m. East Coast. Oh, I know the times again now. And then, of course, myself and Craig, we are up with a Craft Vault. It's a spring sale roundup show for you with some of the best spring sale deals. Remember, the spring sale is going until the end of Monday. Make sure you join us for that. That'll be at 3 p.m. in the UK, 10 a.m. East Coast, 7 a.m. West Coast. And then, of course, no evening show here on Crafters TV. However, over on Crafters Companion USA and all the other associated groups, we have got the HSN preview. First HSN preview I have done definitely this year, maybe in about 4 or 5 months actually. Really excited for that. Myself and Sarah, 3 hours looking at all of the great things that are coming your way. That will be at 2 p.m. East Coast, 11 a.m. West Coast. You need to be over on Crafters Companion USA if you want to have a little look, see at all of that. I've had a brilliant day with you. Can't wait to do it all again tomorrow. See you back here with Craig for Colour Me Happy. Have a great day / evening. Bye.